Okay, here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to record a video. So by the time you watch this video, you should have already recorded a video like I have. So notice that I already have this video here, right? I've got that. You guys will have one like it. Now you're going to make it bigger, okay? And now this is a video of the car moving down the ramp. I have to put some marks on there so that I can figure out the acceleration with the graph. So remember, we click this little button in the bottom right-hand corner, and that brings up my tools. Now the first thing I want to do before I put any dots on, I have to set the scale. And so I need to get this arm out of the way. Okay. Now you'll notice that there are meter sticks taped to the board. So I'm going to take my set scale button, it's that little ruler button, and I'm going to start it at one end of the meter stick, so the end of the tape. I'm going to hold down, click and hold down, and then drag it to the other end of 1 meter stick. Now it asked me how far that was, and the distance here is 1 meter, so I just click OK. So my scale is set. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to click on my little Add Point button, and I'm going to go all the way back up to the very beginning of the motion. So right about there. Now I'm going to mark the front of the car every single time. So I put a point, and then I'm going to click forward 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just clicking the next frame button 5 times. All right, front of the car again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Front of the car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to notice that as the car accelerates, the dots start getting farther apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, this is a little tedious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be sure that you're marking the same spot on the car every time. So if you're marking the front of the car, it's got to be the front every time. If you're marking the back of the car, it's got to be the back every time. And I think 5 more takes me off the edge. Okay. So now I'm good. I've got all the markings I need to do on my video. Things are kind of cluttered, so I'm going to go up to Page. I'm going to click Auto Arrange. And we'll see that now I can see my video, my table, and my graph. The graph is the important part, okay? So what you need to click on the graph first off is I've got 2 sets of lines. I want only 1 set of lines. So I'm going to click over here on top of my labels, and I'm going to choose X velocity. So now this should say X velocity over here. Okay, now this is my velocity versus time graph, and I want to find acceleration. So remember that acceleration is the slope of the velocity versus time graph. So I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on my graph, and I'm going to have it put a line of best fit on. So this button right here that says linear fit, that's the button I want to click for line of best fit. So I click that, and I see that it put a line of best fit on there. Now it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Now when I look at this thing, remember I want the slope. So my slope right here, M is slope, is 0.7901, and that's meters per second per second. We write that as meters per second squared. Now on your sheet, you want to change this to centimeters per second squared. So I'm just going to move the decimal to the right 2 times, and it should be 79.0 centimeters per second squared. You guys might have a number similar to that. Your number might be different, but whatever your number is, that's what you want to write on your paper. So it should be somewhere around 80 centimeters per second squared. If you have questions, go ahead and ask me and I'll come help you.